Hey guys, I'm Laurie and welcome to my channel. This workout is for my postnatal mamas. Guys, this workout is going to be a workout slash activation exercises. This workout is for you to get that mind-muscle connection to 3 specific body parts that I know you guys want to focus on. A, your core. B, that pelvic floor. And C, your glutes. So after baby, it was kind of expected, right? You knew your core and your pelvic floor wasn't gonna be the same after you had baby. But guys, what about the glutes? That was something that totally caught me off guard. I have such a difficult time engaging my glutes. I have such a difficult time getting them to fire up the way that I want to. Until recently, a few months ago, I changed it up. I incorporated the activation exercises that I'm about to show you, and it has made all the difference. So guys, activation exercises for your glutes. It'll get them fired up how we want them to, and it will in turn strengthen your glutes. Guys, don't worry, I have some pelvic floor and core exercises coming your way too. So for your core, we're also going to work on activating, getting that mind-muscle connection, especially guys, if you have slight separation of your abdominals like I do, this is going to be great. We're going to work on activating, drawing up and in, getting those deep core muscles to fire up your TVA, which will in turn, guys, if you get that to fire up, you're already going to fire up that pelvic floor as well. So what you guys need, enough of me talking. I talk too much, I know. What you guys need today, you will definitely need a mat for a little bit of cushion and support. Then this band is optional. We'll place it on our quads midway through this workout. It's optional, guys. You don't need it. If you want a little extra challenge, then have one of these bad boys ready. You guys ready to go? Let's do this, guys. All right, guys, so if you have that band, just toss it off to the side. We're not gonna need it right now. All right, we're coming into a tabletop position, but first, guys, I want you to work on drawing your navel up and in, really engaging your TVA muscles. So by that, pretend like you have a string at your belly button and you're trying to pull that string towards your spine, back and up. So you're feeling tension if you do it correctly. Draw your belly button towards your spine. We're not just sucking in, we're pulling back and up. So you should feel tension from your abdominals all the way down to your pelvic floor. Draw it in, then draw it up. Feel that tension from the bottom of the rib cage all the way down to the pelvic floor. This is engaged, that internal corset. Now I want you to focus on that the entire workout. If you lose it, guys, reset and regroup. We're coming into that tabletop position, and we'll focus on that again. So, tabletop position, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Draw that deep belly up and in, guys. Keep that core activation throughout. We're coming into a little modified bird dog just to start out, just to warm up. Reach the left hand out. Keep the hip point square. Keep drawing that navel up and in. You'll feel it a little bit more on the left side right now. As you exhale, place the left hand down. Inhale, right hand out. Feel tension along the right side. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do that twice more. Keep your hip point square. Keep that navel up and in. Place the left hand down. Right hand extends long, navel up and in, hip point square. Exhale, back down. One more each time, each side. Left hand goes out, left hand back down. Inhale, right arm out. Exhale, right arm down. Now let's do that same thing, but this time with the legs. So shift the weight into the right leg. Left leg extends long. Left toes come off the ground. The tendency is that left hip wants to rotate open. Focus. If you need to, shift the weight into the right hand. Make sure your left hip is down and square to the mat. Core is fired up. Draw that deep belly up and in. That's what I want you to have the entire time. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, kick that right leg up. Make sure that right hip point is square. Exhale, bring it down. So make that adjustment as needed. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, right leg up. See, my hip wants to come up square. Then lift from that seat crease. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time on the right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now we're doing opposite arm, opposite leg. Left arm, right leg extends. Bring it up. Exhale, hold. I want you to notice that right hip. Is it open? If it's open, square the hips to the ground and then inch that right heel up. You should feel some glute engagement. Work on drawing that deep belly up and in. Exhale, release it down. All right, other side, right arm, left leg. Inhale, up. Make sure that left hip point is square. Draw your deep belly up and in. If you don't feel anything in your glutes, guys, lift from the seat crease. Hips are square. You may need to rotate it down towards the mat a little bit more. Lift 1 inch higher. Keep breathing. Keep that core engagement. Exhale, release. All right, guys, you can always go at this tempo. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. Right leg, left arm, bring it up. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Now let's switch. Right arm, left leg, bring it up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Left arm, right leg, bring it up and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure that hip point is square to the ground, guys. I know the hip wants to rotate. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, left arm, right leg, hip point square, deep belly up and in for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Right arm, left leg, hold and squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. I want you to rotate the heart towards the right side of the room. Coming into a modified plank, bring the right hand onto that right hip. I want you to work on lifting this left hip off the ground, firing up the left side of the body. As you inhale, slowly bring the hips down to the ground for a count of 3. As you exhale, use this left oblique to bring it back up. You may have to inch the hands a little bit more to keep your shoulders over your wrists. So inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift it up. And if it feels better, guys, you can always come to the forearm. So this is a great option. Try it out. If it feels better, do it. Go down nice and slow. 3 count down. Exhale, lift that left oblique up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, I want you to start the movement right through here. Inhale, bring it down. Keep drawing that deep belly up and in. We're not losing that core engagement for this entire workout. Bring it down for 4, 3, 2, lift 1. 4, 3, 2, lift 1. 4, 3, 2, lift 1. Again, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Lift the right arm up to the sky. You got it. Find 1 more inch underneath that left hip. Inhale here. As you exhale, rotate the right arm back to the mat. You may be on your forearms. I want everyone to come back to their hands. We're going right back to that bird dog. Left arm goes out, right leg goes out. Lift it up. Make sure that right hip is square to the ground. Keep drawing that deep belly up and in so it's not hanging out, guys. It is drawing in. Everything should feel firm and tense from your core down to your pelvic region. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hold for 4, 3, 2, release it down. Left arm, right leg, reach it up. Hold, 4, 3, 2, release it down. Right arm, left leg, deep belly draws up and in. Left hip square, if it's open, rotate it down and then lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. This time, hold that leg up for 4, 3, left arm down only. Hold that right leg, pulse it up, up. Deep belly's drawing up and in. Spine is nice and neutral, just little pulses up. Think about reaching your heel an inch towards the ceiling each time. Small movements, guys. Your glutes should fire up. And I know the tendency is to want to open and rotate. Fight that urge. Widen your hands if you need to widen your base, make it a little bit more doable. Keep pulsing, Keep breathing. Keep drawing your deep belly up and in. We're not losing that core engagement. It should feel like you have a corset around your abdominals, but your internal corset. That's what we're getting to work. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Right arm goes out, left leg goes out. Hold and squeeze. That right arm will go down in 4, 3, 2, and bring it on down. Make sure your hip point is square. If you're rotated open, square it off right now. If you need to, widen the base of the hands. Now lift that heel an inch up, an inch up, an inch up. And my tendency is also to want to lean back. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over your wrist. Hip square, deep belly drawing up and in, and little squeezes to that left glute. Little squeeze, squeeze, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. My hip is open. I'm bringing it back down. Little lifts, little lifts. Focus and concentrate. I want you to lift from that glute. Lift from that glute. My core is fired up. My pelvic floor is working a little bit. Working a lot actually, just by lifting and squeezing my glute at the top. You have 8 more. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release that left leg down. We're going to come to the other side. Come into that plank position onto the other side so you can see my face. I know you guys all want to see it. I'm going to rotate sides. So if you were on your hands last time, come to your hands. Right arm down, shoulder, right shoulder over your right wrist. Tap that right hip down to the ground, and then use the right oblique to drive it back up. So I want you to start the movement from here, not from the hands. And if it feels better, guys, for you, if this is more comfortable on your forearms, try it out. See if you like this way better. And lift. Take it down for 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4. Keep that belly engaged. Deep belly towards that spine. And lift. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. A few more, guys. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And hold and squeeze for 4, 3, 2. Rotate back to that tabletop position. If you're on your forearms, come back to your hands. We're going back to those bird dogs one last time. We're going to increase the tempo just a little bit, but we're still holding and squeezing at the top. So let's reset. Deep belly up and in towards that spine. Your abdominals should be fired up right now, and your pelvic floor should be engaged ever so slightly. Left arm goes out, right leg goes out. Lift from that seat crease. Make sure that hip is square, and then lower down. Right arm, left leg, lift, and then bring it down. 2 count on my cue. Bring it up, 2, lower, 2, up, 2, lower, 2, up, squeeze, lower with control, up, squeeze, lower with control. Deep belly in to your spine. Lift, 2, lower down slow. Keep that engagement in your core as you lower. Focus. Lower, 2, up, 2, lower, 2, up, 2, lower. Last one, up, hold that leg, lower the arm only. Little pulses up, up. Little pulses on that leg lift, guys, and we're gonna do something new. Right now, we're really focusing on little tiny pulses through the glutes. You're lifting from that seat crease, from that glute. This is where I want you to focus. If you don't feel it in your glute, your hip may be open. Really bring it down and then lift. Your leg might not be up here, but guys, you should be feeling that glute fire up. You have 8, 7, 6, and 5. You hold. 4, 3, 2. Now hold. Bend the right knee, right heel towards the sky. Little pulses up. Up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. We have little donkey kick pulses. Same activation, guys. Keep your hip point square. You may need to lower it right here. That's okay. Lift from that seat crease. Keep drawing that deep belly. Up and in. You have 8, 7, and 6. We go back to bird dogs. 4, 3, 2, and lower. Right arm, left leg, up, lower, down, left arm, up, 2, lower, 2, right arm up, 2, lower, 2, up, squeeze, keep the activation in that core on the way down. Squeeze, lower, slow, up, squeeze, lower, last time, up, bring the arm down only, keep that leg up, square off the hips if one was raised, and little pulses, up. It's small, guys. You may need to bring it down here, and that's okay. You should have no discomfort in that low back, guys. If you are lifting from that low back, if you're doing one of these numbers, doing that Beyonce booty, that's gonna put pressure on your low back. Make this a more controlled movement. Little, tiny, controlled lifts from your glutes. See, my hip was opening up right there. Guys, it's hard, it's challenging. You gotta really control it. Focus on every little thing working. I want the main movement to come from your glutes. Your backside of your core is gonna be working a little bit because you are balancing, but you should be feeling it in that glutes. 8 more. You have 8, 7, keep that belly in tight. Last 4, 3, 2, now hold. Bend the left leg, left heel towards the sky. Same thing, little pulses. My hip was wanting to open. Square the hips. If that means you have to lower the leg and sacrifice some height, guys, that is okay. You could be down here and feel it just the same. Everyone is different. So if you need to come down here, if you feel it better right here, by all means, do it. If you feel it better up here, by all means, do it. Everyone is different. You gotta find what works for you. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg beside the right leg. Inhale, belly down, butt up. Gaze goes to the sky as you exhale, round the spine. Draw the chin in towards the chest. Belly button still hugged up and in. Inhale, drop it. Lift it up. Belly goes down to the mat, gaze to the sky. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, little pelvic tilt under, tuck under. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. Once more, inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. Come to a neutral tabletop position. Shift the weight into the right hand and slowly lower onto that right hip until you come facing the front of your mat onto your booty. We're gonna set up for some nice core activation exercises after that glute burnout. So, our spine is nice and neutral. Go ahead, get rid of all the flesh from underneath that buttocks area. Legs can be bent like this. You can also bring them out here. What I want you to focus on, nice, tall posture. Pretend like you have a string on the top of your head. You're trying to reach that string towards the ceiling. Shoulders down, shoulder blades draw back and down. Hands go out to the side. And now let's draw that deep belly up and in. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Bring it up for that good posture. You should feel your pelvic floor and your core work right here from the bottom of the rib cage to the pelvic floor. Draw it up and in. Hands go out to the side. I'm coming to a different angle. Hands go out to the side. Inhale. As you exhale, rotate 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold center. Let's reset. Good posture. Deep belly up and in. Let's go for one more round, 10 times. Let's go. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold center. Good posture. Draw that deep belly up and in. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Inhale, belly up and in. Good posture as you exhale. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reset. All right, guys, this time we're going for 16. Now I'm exhaling as I count. If you need to take another breath in between, by all means do it. This just helps me engage and keep that engagement a little bit more. So take another breath if you need to. Let's go. Inhale, deep belly up and in. As you exhale, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. Now let's just continue this at your own pace, moving side to side. You have 8 more. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you need your band. So go ahead, bring your band to a high band position, which is going to be above your knees, somewhere on your quads. So go ahead, slide it on in. You got to keep tension onto the band, guys, to make it do anything. So this right here, it does nothing. We want to fire up those legs, fire up the outsides of your glutes, get that pelvic floor and core working a little bit more. You got to press into the band. So this does nothing. Always press into the band, or why even have it there? Okay, so we're gonna do those abdominal twists one more time. This time, legs go about hip distance apart, creating more tension along the outsides of the glutes, your quads, your core, and your pelvic floor. Don't let those knees collapse inward. Press into the band. I'm gonna get some comments right there. I'm sure of it. All right, guys, hands go to the heart. Inhale up. As you exhale, go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Let's do that again. Good posture. Inhale that deep belly up and in. Let's go. It's only 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, shake it out. One more time, guys. That's it. Press into that band. Nice, good posture. Good posture. You got it? Inhale, deep belly up and in. Rotate for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold center. Hands go behind the hamstrings. I want you to slowly roll down. Tuck the pelvis under. We're rolling down, hitting each vertebrae one at a time. Keep pressing into that band. Feeling tension along the abdominals as we come down, and now our head's all the way down. Go ahead, draw the heels in towards the glutes. Keep the feet hip distance apart so we can create tension with that band. Guys, the next thing we're coming to is hip thrust or hip bridges, but guys, we're gonna do it different. So let's go ahead and do it the normal way that I was doing it, and maybe that you're doing it right now. Just go up and down, squeeze the glutes. After I do this for so long, I'm really feeling it more in my quads right now. And if I do it for any amount longer, I may start to lift from my low back. So let's bring it to a halt right here. Let's try it out a new way, a different way. It may not work for you guys, but it has worked for me, and it's done wonders. So I have a little anterior tilt. You may do too. If you don't, try it anyway. I want you to bring it to a posterior tilt. So right now, my pelvic is back. I have space underneath my low back. Now I'm going to bring my hips in towards my chest. A little C curve now. So my lower back is off the ground. My pelvis is kind of tucked under instead of tilted out. So if I push on my hips back, I create space during my between my low back and the mat. This is an anterior tilt. This is neutral. If I tuck my pelvis under very slightly, I get a posterior tilt. So let's all do it. Bring the hands to the hips. I have space underneath my low back right now. Now let's bring the pelvis in towards the chest. Feel that difference? We're here or we're here. Space underneath, booty is out. We got that Beyonce booty, and then we're tucking it under, kind of getting rid of that Beyonce booty. So right here, Beyonce booty, let's try it a little different way. C curve, little C, tuck under with the pelvis. Now we have a posterior tilt, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. Feel a difference? Let's break it down. I tend to go back to that anterior tilt. So posterior, tuck the pelvis under, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. Go ahead, pat your glutes. Do they feel engaged? Are they feeling hard and solid? Keep pressing into that band. If they are not, guys, you can bring them back to a neutral spine and go up and down if that works for you guys. But this posterior tilt is my jam right now. So at the bottom, guys, work on tucking the pelvis under very slightly, then pressing through the heels. So we are getting rid of the anterior tilt. That's the kind of thing that happens after you're carrying a baby out here, your booty goes out and all that jazz. So tuck it under, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes. Are they activated? They should be. Find what works for you. If you just go up and down, that works for you, by all means do it. But hips tucked under, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. That works for me. Got it? Let's go. We're gonna take a 3 count down. Make sure you're tucked under at the bottom. Now press it up. 3 count down. Let's reset. Tuck under, press through the heels. Bring it down, 3 count. Tuck under, press through the heels. Keep pressing into that band too. Tuck the pelvis under, press through the heels. So I'm gonna give you a standing variation. So if I were onto the ground, normally I'd look like this. This is neutral, this is posterior. Neutral, anterior, neutral, posterior. So we're working on tucking the hips under, then driving through the heels. I get my glutes fired up. Guys, it's made all the difference in the world. So try it out before you knock it. I know this is not for everyone. You may feel better glute engagement the other way. So keep going, guys. Posterior, drive through the heels, bring it down slow. Posterior, drive through the heels, bring it down slow. Posterior, press through the heels, 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Tuck it under, press, squeeze, 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Posterior, press and squeeze, lower, 3, 2, 1. Posterior, press. Let's just hold here and pulse it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Little presses up, up for 8, 7, 6, and then we hold. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Posterior, press through the heels and squeeze. Lower down for 4, 3, 2. Posterior tilt, press through the heels, hold and squeeze again. Lower down with control. Reset. Posterior press, hold and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Nice and slow. Posterior press through the heels and squeeze. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Posterior tilt. Press through the heels. Squeeze. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. Reset. Press through the heels. Squeeze. Let's lower. 4, 3, 2, reset. Press through the heels and lower. 4, 3, 2, reset the hips. Squeeze. Now hold it. Little pulses up for 8, 7. Hands go to the side. You have 4, 3, 2. Now hold. I want you to press into that band. So legs will come to a V position and then back in. So your hip distance, go 2 inches wider than hip distance. Press into that band and then come back in. So press it out, hold, bring it in. I'm going to bring it to a different view. I know I'm going to get some comments right here. So press into that band, bring it back. Press into the band, bring it back. It's 1, 2, 2 counts in. 1, 2, 2 counts in. We're not bringing the legs together. It's out for 2 into hip distance. Out for 2 in hip distance. Out for 2 in hip distance. Out for 2. Bring it to those hip thrusts. Down for 2. Reset. Press through the heels. Hold for 3, 2. Slow it down, lower it to the ground, reset, press through the heels, hold, 2, 1, lower down, nice and slow, tuck the hips, press through the heels, hold and squeeze, lower down, 3, 2, 1, reset, press through the heels, hold, and squeeze, lower down again. 4, 3, 2, reset. Press through the heels, hold and squeeze, little pulses up. It's 8, 7, squeeze the pelvic region as you squeeze the glutes. So almost like you're doing a Kegel as you squeeze. You keep tension onto the band by pressing into it, but you're squeezing the glutes right here, and your pelvic region should be squeezing as well. You got it. Last 8, 7, 6, and then you hold. 4, 3, it should be burning. We're not done. Press into the band. Little pulses out. It singles out, 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 out. You have 8, 7, 6, and then one last hold. 4, 3, 2, now hold and squeeze. We're 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Go ahead, hug the knees into the chest. Grab a hold of the backs of the hamstrings. Give yourself a few rolls up. Guys, we're not done. Give yourself one more roll. Bring the left hand down to the ground, sway the hips off to the side until you can come into a tabletop position. Right leg goes long, left leg goes long. Bring it into that downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Press into the mat, driving the chest in towards the quads, and go ahead, pedal out the heels one at a time. Both heels reach towards the ground. Inhale, look up at the hands as you exhale. Tippy toe towards the hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time. All right, guys, we're gonna come into those twisting motions, but this time in a standing position. So guys, focus on keeping the hips hip distance apart, pressing into that band, heavy in your heels. Also, guys, if you need to take a few breaths and just maintain that normal breathing pattern as we twist side to side, by all means do it. This just helps me starting out to maintain that core engagement. So I'm gonna typically don't do this, but I'm gonna lift my shirt up and in so maybe you can get a better visual. All right, guys, hands go out to the side. Inhale, good posture. Draw that deep belly up and in. As you exhale, let's rotate for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest, guys. We're gonna go a little bit longer this time if you need to maintain that a natural breathing pattern. So you should feel engagement from here to here if you draw it in. We're drawing the belly button in towards the spine and then up to get that posture going. All right, guys, let's go. Belly button up and in. Let's rotate. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to breathe. All right, let's do it again. This time we're going 2 counts longer. Let's go. Inhale, up and in. Exhale. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a couple deep breaths. We're resetting. We're going to go back down 10 and then to 8. Here we go. Inhale, deep belly up and in. Maintain that core engagement. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, guys. We're going to do that one more time, and then we'll reset and continue a normal breathing pattern, trying to keep that same engagement we have right now. All right, last time. Inhale, draw it up and in. 8 count. Let's go. 8, 7, 6. Stand tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Now we're going to try to maintain that same core engagement that you just had. This time, just maintaining your normal breath that you have throughout the day. So inhale up and in, maintain that, and exhale normally, just side to side. When you need to take a breath in, take it. Make sure that belly button is pulled up and in, and you're twisting. Continue that deep movement. If you need to reset at any time, reset. We're doing this for another 30 seconds. Then we're going to go to that lower body, those glutes one more time. Who's excited? All right, guys, keep going. 8 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put my shirt down now. All right, guys, I'm going to tuck it in though, because I want to show you the difference again with an anterior and posterior tilt, because we're about to take these squats. I'm having you go to a posterior tilt. This is anterior. When we got that big belly, this is what our body gets used to doing. booty out. Oh my gosh, I'm losing all my core engagement and my core engagement. And guess where I'm feeling it? In my low back. Ouch. I always have trouble this area. So if you guys have low back pain, take it to neutral spine. Then I want you to bring it to slight posterior tilt. Anterior, neutral, posterior. Where can you find the best core and glute engagement? Maybe a neutral spine, maybe a posterior position. It's slight, guys, so we're not rounding like this. It's just, we're keeping here to the hips neutral. It's just a slight posterior tilt. Here to here, normal. That's it. That's it. First, I want you to do your normal squats. I want you to see the difference. Where do you get the best mind-muscle connection? So guys, take your normal stance. Mine right here, it's a little anterior tilt, and I'm bringing it down for 3, 1 count pause, 1 count press. All right, so I'm feeling it a little bit better in my glutes than I did about 5 months ago because of the exercises like the bird dogs and the hip thrusts, hip bridges, whatever you want to call them, and bringing my squats to posterior tilt. So I'm able to engage a little bit better, but let's hold at the top. Let's try it out. From your shoulders to your hips, stand still. Just bring your posterior tilt to your pelvic region. And now let's go down slow. 3, 2, knees behind the second and third big toe, heavy in your heels. Press it up. You may have to reduce your range of motion with this posterior tilt. Are your glutes fired up? Place your hand. I just smacked my butt. I'm going to get comments right there. See if your glutes are fired up. Bring it down. So guys, to make that mind-muscle connection, you may have to physically place your hand on that muscle group to see if it's firing up correctly. Mine is. Posterior, take it down. 3, 2, 1 and pause. 1 count up. No beat of the music here. Absolutely not. Going at your own pace. Sometimes when we listen to a tempo of a music, we want to go with it. And that's all we're focusing on. We are concentrating on a mind-muscle connection. Little different maybe than what you're used to. Take it down. 3, 2, 1 and pause. 1 count up. So I'm going to go back to my normal way. Ass to the grass. Pause. Bring it up. Do that. See how it feels. I'm feeling it in my hip flexors. Feel a little tension in my low back. Quads are fired up. Glutes not so much. My belly's forward. Posterior tilt. Draw that navel up and in. Good posture. Take it down. 3, 2, 1 and pause. 1 count hold. This is what we're maintaining. Posterior, belly up and in. 3, 2, 1 and hold. 1 count up. Posterior, deep belly up and in. Slowly lower it. Hold. 1 count, press through the heels. Let's take it down now for a 5 count, 1 count pause, 1 count raise. Posterior, deep belly up and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and hold. 1 count press. So your quads will fire up on this, guys. You are doing a squat, but I want you to feel the glutes as you lower. 1 count pause, 1 count press. And I know this makes no sense. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around it. But sometimes, guys, I get better glute engagement if I reduce my range of motion. See if it works for you. When I go down super low, I lose my glute engagement right here. So what I've been doing, posterior, pelvic up and in, deep belly up and in. I take it down. I lower down to where I find my best glute engagement, which is about right here. Then I press it up. Posterior, belly up and in. Lower slowly. Find your max, your edge. Press it up. Again, posterior, belly up and in. 3, 2, 1. Pause, and then bring it up. Posterior. Bring it down slowly. 3 to a 5 count. 1 count pause, 1 count press. Place your hands on your booty if you need to. Slight posterior, belly up and in, good posture. 5, 4, 3, 2, press through the heels. Posterior, deep belly in. 3, 2, 1, pause, drive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press. Great job, guys. Ooh, shake it out. We're done with the legs, guys. So that's a great exercise to continue on your own. Final exercise I want to show you guys is just a side bend, side to side. But we're going to keep those legs still. We are keeping your deep belly drawing up and in, even though we're going to work more of the sides of your waistline, but we're going to still engage that deep belly. So draw that deep belly up and in. Hands go out to the side. Just take it right, center, left, center. So I'm feeling a stretch, lift. I stretch, then I'm engaging my motion from the side where I feel the stretch. I'm lifting from here. I'm lifting from here. Lifting from here. And my belly's not out like this, guys. See the difference? I'm not just bending side to side with no deep belly engagement. I want to get that deep internal corset working, which will get your pelvic floor too. So draw it. Let's reset. Up and in. See the difference? Set it here. Here. Up and in. Up and in. I know you can see the difference. I'm going to switch views for you guys. Here's my normal belly at a relaxed state, going side to side. Reset. Up and in. Drawing my belly button towards my spine, then bringing it up for that good posture and maintaining that throughout. As I inhale, as I exhale, it was easier for me to maintain it during one breath at a time. That's what I had you guys do. As you exhale, you held that, and then you reset. Over time, try to continue that normal breathing pattern that we're doing right now. If at any time you need to reset, do it. This is your time. Let's get a little bit frisky with this. You like that? I do. All right, guys, tempo. Right, left. Only if you can keep that core engagement. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Take it down a little to little baby squat. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Draw it up and in. I'm going to keep reminding you guys, this is it. 8, 7, up and in. 6. Come on, give me 5 more each side. Last 4, 3, 2. We're holding a squat. Take it down. Find your in range motion, guys. It may be right here. Posterior tilt, if that works for you. Heavy in your heels. Knee behind the second or third big toe. Sit back in your chair and hold it. Guys, we're aiming for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. If you need to come out of it, try coming only an inch out and then get right back down. You got it. Come on. 20 seconds. Woo, it's burning. Come on. You got it. We are almost there. 15 seconds. If we keep doing the same things, guys, if we don't challenge ourselves, we will never see the changes that we want. Keep holding, keep squeezing. You have 8, 6. I know, I'm with you. 4, 3, 2, and come out of it, guys. Great work. Awesome job, guys. Inhale up. As you exhale, swan dive forward. Once you get halfway, let that head hang nice and heavy. Bend the knees so much so that you can plant the palms. Step the right leg out, step the left leg out. Release the knees down, swing the legs in front of you. Take off that band. Oh, woo, that feels good. Hands behind the hamstring. Whew, we're done. Bring it all the way down. Let's get a nice stretch. Outside of the left ankle goes over that right quad, right knee goes in. Hands go in between the space you just created. With every inhale, gently press against that left inner thigh with your left elbow. With every exhale, pull the right knee in. One breath, one movement. All right, guys, here's what I want you to do. You don't have to do this video again. I would highly recommend it, but if you want, just pick one of these exercises that you guys really resonated with, that you could really engage your core, your pelvic floor, your glutes, whichever one, maybe all 3. Do one of those exercises. Let's switch sides every single day. And then maybe in a couple weeks, switch to a different one or add another one in. The 2 that I am doing on repeat currently are bird dogs and those hip bridges or hip thrusts. Another great variation, guys, on those hip thrusts, you can play with the incline. You can bring your feet to an incline position. You can bring your shoulders to an incline position. Any questions, guys, comment below. Let's roll it up. Cross-legged position. Inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, right arm goes down, left arm reaches up and over. Keep those sits bones grounded. Draw the left shoulder blade back, side bend a little deeper. Inhale to center. Exhale, up and over to the left, right shoulder blade back, side bend a little deeper. Inhale it up. As you exhale, cactus the shoulder blade, squeeze it. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, cactus and squeeze. Guys, you are done. Great way to work. If you need something a little bit more challenging, if you didn't find this challenging enough, I have other workouts, guys. Check them out. If you like this, let me know. If you want to see something else, let me know. Have a great day, guys.